Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once more to Pride of Nations, the vain glory of Empire. So, I was just discussing the City of Mainz, and the fact is, I don't think I'd be able to get there with any main army, so what we'd have to do is basically build that city into a true fortress. We'd have to upgrade its walls to a industrial fortress, plenty of cannon, plenty of garrison, basically use it as a tool to distract the Prussian army while we march on Berlin. I do wonder how large we could get Vienna in the end. I mean, if we keep on, well, expanding our wealth, increasing the happiness, we could try to turn it into a metropolis. It already is on par as our largest cities. I mean, we have Istria at size 10, Prague at size 10, Vienna at size 10. So it's a large city, very large city now. Yeah, you can see the Prussians have a very large city over here. Taking things like that would be a good idea. But, depending on what happens, if I could reclaim Silesia, so basically this area here, then that would be excellent. Reclaim it from the Prussians. I think when it comes to unification with Prussia, that's a good point actually. Could I agitate for unification with Prussia? That would be interesting. If I might have to see about that one. I mean, if we can start agitating for unification within Prussia, then yeah, bloody hell, if we unified with Prussia, that would be broken. That'd be amazing. All we'd have to do then is basically get the rest of the German miners. So we'll have to see about that one. If I get the chance during this session, I'd like to see if I could potentially play that on Berlin. Though I would not, as I would like to get Bavaria first, as I've started on it already. Clearance status of a free town. Huh. They're almost home. Right, so a very uneventful turn, really. Yeah, we have lost some men due to the attrition, I'd imagine. So fair enough. Right, War Ministry. So we're looking at 24 plus turns there. Ah well. We'll still be here. Yeah, Berlin is a size 10 city. Size 11. Over here. Is there a city larger? Paris is size 12. London is size 13. But the thing is, London is not fortified. Yeah. Birmingham's size 11. So some pretty large British cities. Lyon down to itself size 11, Marseille size 11. So they do have a good population there. And a homogeneous population at that as well. Something I'm jealous of. Either way. If we take a look at the... oh, that's rather interesting. So this is loyal to the crown. Fantastic. Right, administrative area. I'm trying to look for ethnic area here. Or basically ethnic. Right, so these are the areas that we've claimed. Now we see, due to the fact that we have our territory here, we could claim these areas. And I could potentially try to take the south coast. But I think a war against Walsatia and Moldavia would be fantastic. Take these regions here. Then I could try and take this from the Ottomans. Aye. Okay, regions of your nation. So, this is rather interesting. Right, so these are regions that we could enter, but we do not own, of course. Fair enough. Regions. International relations. Ah, there we go. Nationality and population of legions. So I mean, this is all German. I'm trying to find the one that shows, like, proper... Oh well. We'll just have to go on the assumption that there is in fact Germany. And they are in fact German. Righto. Do have a decent amount of cash. How are our stockpiles? They are increasing, besides the iron, minerals and that. Ammunition is decreasing, but that's not too bad right now. We do have a good amount of luxury goods, so that's fair to see. Gems is actually stabilized, silk is stabilized, so that's quite handy. Textiles, we do need to increase our production of textiles, as they are a fantastic product. Do you have any recommendation for textiles? Yes, you do. Okay. Carbon. Okay, it's going to be here then. Yes, there we go. Little textile shop over here then. Was it there? Oh. Oh no, where's that? Oh no. Right, it says Presmal. Right, there we go. That leaves us with 480 private capital, so I hope we do not take any inflation. Righto. Move on then, anyhow. I do hope that we inherit the Bavarian army. I mean, another army would be superb. Especially one that's already built for us, that'd be great. I'm not entirely sure how the Unification works. I don't know, I feel like if you get past 8% or something like that. Bum, 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 bum. I'll see if I can Google it or something. Pride of Nations Unification, really. Right. How does Prussia unify Germany? Sounds like a good post. Right, so there's a few things here saying maybe 1863, maybe 1853, something like that kind of area. So, that should be some time away then. Well, actually, it's 1854 now, isn't it? So, well, I don't know. I do not know. Sometime then, I guess. Basically, there's an event, and it's like all German miners with 80% loyalty or something like that can, like, basically unify with you. So if you try to get everybody above 80%, then that'd be great. At least then we'd have the chance of unification. I think the same applies to the Prussians, so I think they get free, like, unification cards, basically. Like, they can use that action 3 times. On 3 different nations, so it is going to be difficult. It's going to be very difficult. which is pretty good. I mean, it basically simulates the fact that it was unlikely for Austria to unify Germany, but possible, so that's interesting. Do we have a new commander? It seems we have a new commander. I shall not look that gift horse in the face. You shall march over there, sir. Right, received a proposal from the Russians. Treaty to reply. State visit from Russia. Yes, the Tsar is welcome. Okay. Anything else? Gained a good amount of capital. We didn't take any inflation or anything, did we? Yeah, we did. God damn it. Okay, I should have seen that one coming. Oh well. Oh no. No wonder we got a new commander then. Yeah, he was promoted. Okay. Makes a lot of sense. So we didn't gain a commander, we just instead lost one. Which is a shame. Right. I do hope that one day we could change something here. I believe you can change it in, like, documents. Well, in the game's files. So that's something I'd like to look up in the future. I mean, it could be quite handy, as I think this really gives you the colonial cards, so we'll see. Right, then again, not much has happened. Nothing particularly interesting happening in the world at large. Which is a bit of a shame. I mean, the Russians are moving down here, they've taken Sarajevo. And... yeah, they're fucking hell, that's a huge army. That's a good couple 100,000 men, without a doubt. Aye. The Ottoman Empire has lost 178,000 men, the Russians have lost 128, so not too bad overall. Right. So you can see here we're stronger than Prussia, so you have to imagine we're like 100. So combat power, Prussia's 86, France is 153, Russia 156, Great Britain 194, sorry. So that makes a lot of sense. We captured 2,900 Egyptians over here. Interesting. I do wonder if that'll be there throughout the entirety of the campaign. I'd imagine so. Bum, ba 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 bum, ba bum. Oh well. Again, we'll move on. We might be able to get through a good number of turns here if nothing particularly interesting happens. Ba bum, ba bum. Dun, dun, dun. Right then, so the event is the Zollverein. Apparently for Prussia. I don't know what we get as Austria. Right, it can't occur before 1866, I think. So 1866 is the earliest date, 1875 is the latest date. Right, that's fair enough. Okay. And apparently you will see a event, well, we should see an event saying that, well, 4 events or something like that, that the regions of Germany indicate they are ready for unification, and then you kind of have to wait until about 1866 or something like that. So obviously that was to do with the Franco-Prussian War. So, I mean, what do we do if there's a Franco-Prussian War? Do we support the Prussians? Do we support the French? Do we attack the French? Or do we attack the Prussians? If I attacked the Prussians while they're at war with France, I don't know. I don't know if the Prussians could win. It wouldn't be too bad of an idea to support the Prussians in that sort of action. Then at least we could declare victory for Germany. It's just then, how would it work? Because then we would be in direct rivalry, really. Not that we are now, but you know what I mean. I mean, the Prussians are the new kids on the block. Austria. Yeah, it's been around for quite a long time. And quite the powerhouse at this point in time anyway. Bum bum ba ba bum. Okay, we agreed to the proposal. Trading prices have changed. That's hello. Right. So somebody has had their... Ah, the French have had it rejected. Well, it sucks to be the French, doesn't it? Again, nothing particularly interesting happening this turn. Fair enough, fair enough. I imagine the war's still ongoing. Yes. No idea who's actually winning. I'd imagine the Russians are winning, considering they've taken territory. And it doesn't seem as though the British or French forces have landed. The Sardinians certainly haven't moved. Not surprised on that one. Okay. How's Japan and China? So there's pirates around Japanese waters then. These cities seem very small. I mean, the Japanese population is pretty bloody large. So that seems rather small, actually. Especially the Chinese ones. I suppose that's to try and balance them or something. Or at least to keep them weak enough for European powers to dominate, I suppose. Try and replicate history in a way. Right, Shanghai is size 6. Size 7 here at Nanchang. Nanchang. Beijing. Is that a size 9? Yes, that seems to be the largest city there. That's rather interesting. It seems the rebellion is finally over in China. They paid pretty heavily with that rebellion. Okay. So we need more prestige. Always more. We're not doing too bad on our national goals. The French are doing the second best, the British are obviously doing the best there. I mean, they start with a hell of an empire. Okay, continue to move on then. Right, so what are our objectives really? So we need to link up the empire, via rail. Establish more of those routes once the Crimean War is over. I know I say this every bloody time. It's not my fault the game takes so goddamn long to get somewhere. But yes, once the Crimean War is over, we'll declare war upon the Ottomans. We'll seize control of lands. I don't know how much we could seize control of, but anything is better than nothing. We could try to make our borders pretty, really. Then after that, I suppose we'll just continue to try and weaken the Ottoman Empire try and basically take lands. I mean, if I could take control of like Alsatia and Moldavia, that could be quite nice. Try and push for access to the Black Sea. Now, I don't believe we'd be able to gain any access from the Ottoman through the straits there. So that would be rather interesting. I'd have to build a fleet up in the Black Sea. Aye. I mean, in times of war, we'd obviously be able to try and get through the strait there. We take a lot of damage from bombardments. That's obviously passing through the strait next to Constantinople is not going to be quite healthy for us, really, but that well. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. 5 gold, that's pretty damn good. Ha! Germany has rejected it. Great. France has declared partial mobilization. Fairly interesting turn of events there. I suppose they probably have been running out of manpower from fighting other nations. Right, so we can see the main Russian army over here now, finally getting somewhere. Do they still have that army over here? They do indeed. Seems they've been in conflict with the Ottomans. So yeah, I mean, if I could seize Sarajevo and the surrounding area over here, then that would be nice for my borders. I'd be able to build my rails and connect them up over here. So that'd be a big, big, big bonus for me. We see theatres of operational regions. Administrative areas. Right. So, I mean, this is like Bosnia, this is like Serbia. So I don't know how much territory I could potentially take. Montenegro's independent, so it's not like I'd be able to do anything there. Unless we declared war on the Montenegrins. That'd be okay. See, well, they don't have a port actually, so it wouldn't be that okay. They have mountains too, so it'd be pretty damn bloody. 195 days. Oh yeah, I imagine there's going to be blood either way. Ba-bam, 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 ba-bam. Ba-bam, bam, bam. I apologise for this being a rather dry session. There hasn't really been too much going on. I was hoping that we'd be able to take land from Egypt and celebrate that victory, but of course there's game limitations there. Which is a shame. I mean, if we could have taken Dominiance or anything like that and had a port down there, a city to control, that would have been most excellent. But at least I'm glad to see the Russians are finally doing something. It makes a hell of a difference. I can also see that the Serbian army there is rather damaged. I wonder why. They've got the strength there, they've got cohesion, but they do not have supply. It seems like somebody's been through the territory of Serbia and raised it. So that sparks the question as to who? Did they suffer rebellion? Was it Ottoman army? Was it a Russian army? Was it even the Serbs themselves? Who the hell knows? Either way, hopefully we can try and extend our dominion over the Balkans in the future. The only issue with the bloody Balkans is the fact that there's lots of individual nations, and it takes more effort to fight individual nations than it does to fight an empire. Relatively. Honestly, if you're in peace deals, obviously, I'd rather fight lots of little nations rather than a big empire. As obviously the amount of resources or power is going to be considerably different. Right. So, I mean, our fleet will also take 600 days to construct. So that's going to be quite a long time. good number. Maybe, well, just close to 2 years, really. So it'll be quite a while before they're ready. I do love that ships take that long to be finished, though. It's what makes it interesting, the fact that you have to put so much into them. Cash and time, really. Bum 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 bum. Oh, I'll be 1 moment. I'm just getting a phone call here. Be right back. Okay, guys, I apologise about that one. Just had to speak to my father about the flights in a day or so. So anyway, we'll carry on. I believe we have a few minutes left, so we'll get maybe 1 more turn in, and we'll see how that is. Aye, nothing again interesting here. Which is a shame. Nothing much has happened, has it? So yes, what was I going to do? I was going to check on how long this is going to be. Right, so 408 days. So a good number of days have already gone by, so that's good to see. Right, so we'll save here and continue to move on. Now. Hopefully the Russians continue to kick the arse of the Ottomans. And we can see that war ended. And when I return, we can kick some arse of the Ottomans again. And then I can see Sarajevo and the regions around there, potentially. Which is quite handy. I mean, I could just build the rail lines here, and that'd be fantastic. Instead of having to go all the way down here, we could just go, like, down here. So it just makes it easier from a strategic point of view for our movement. So that's good. Very, very good news. Bum bum ba 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 bum ba bum ba 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 bum ba bum. It's good to see the Empire doing well, though. It'd be great to be able to compare, like, how we're doing now with, like, maybe a AI Austria. I mean, I don't know what they could have done differently. I suppose it depends really what they decide to build and where they decide to build it and when they decide to build it. I can be sure that they would have not built a fleet, which has probably made me weak in some areas, like, economically and militarily, but I'd rather bloody have a fleet and I'd rather have it bloody now. And the good news is we have a naval base, or we have 2 naval bases, so that's a big difference right there. That's going to make things a lot easier in the future. And we'll continue to expand that naval base. So I do wonder, maybe you need a naval base of a certain size to construct a certain kind of ship, but notice we were only able to build 5 of them at once. So, that's rather interesting. There's some mechanics there that I'm sure we'd have to try and figure it out somehow. We can see the Serbian army has gained a little bit of supply, but they have been rather hurt, so something's going on over there. The Russian army that was in Sarajevo has moved. Possibly south, possibly north, along with the other Russian forces. Can't be sure. But it's because I have no idea what they're doing. Okay. Shit. We did not reply to Württemberg. They're gonna hate me for that one. Okay. I think I have that option on, don't I? Ooh, 4 silk for 100. Well, that's okay. I could do with building more silk, couldn't I? Or more silk production. Fair enough. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Okay, so I think we're going to have to leave it here then. So thank you so very, very much for watching this, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have a great time wherever you are and whatever you're doing. I will be back in a few days from when this video goes live. Just going to try and pace it out I don't think I had quite enough for 2 weeks of content. It's like I could have pasted like for 3 days between them, or 2 days, or whatever the hell I wanted. But I thought, I mean, hey, might as well get something out there. And just look at our rail line here. Isn't that a pretty rail line? If we build here, we can connect it up to Saxony. We're already connected to the Prussian. Aye. Since the Sardinians have not built over here. But yes, it has been fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed it so far, and I look forward to continuing this when I return. So, until then, and until the time I do return, have a great day, and I hope to see you soon. So, subscribe for more, and share with your friends. Goodbye for now.